Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom Homies, produced by L&K Productions.
All right. 9:31, a little bit off tonight. April 30th, 2023. Welcome into a special edition, 9:30 start time of the Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. And it happens to be Mrs. K's birthday. And yes, their same background is the same as the shirt. Took me, Mrs. K and I both worked on that a couple hours this afternoon. And this is the one we chose to go with. Works out the best. It's not 9:31, it's 8:39. Well, it depends on what part of the country you're in. Certain parts of the country, it's only 6:39 or whatever. So, anyway. And in Darren's neck of the woods, it is like 2:33 already. So... anyway, let me bring in the Zoom homies. I'll unmute them. We have Josh Kinder, William Dawson, Greg Guy, Darren Gilholm, and Chris Garrett. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello.
Good to see all of you.
And how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Had a pretty restful day today. Didn't do a whole lot. Went and bought the anniversary dinner at Popeyes, which I will never do again because an 8-piece chicken dinner cost $39. That is ridiculous. And
Where was that at?
Popeyes. And they didn't even have all the chicken. They were like, "Oh, we ran out of drumsticks. Would you like to substitute?" I'm like, "No, I'll take a break on my price though."
KFC is expensive on chicken. I don't eat regular chicken. I eat chicken fingers and all.
Yeah, we ate at we had KFC a few months ago, and I vowed I'd never eat there again because not only of the price but the service. The price was horrendous and the service was atrocious.
I think I mentioned what I had. The lady, I told them, and I had to tell them 3 or 4 times, and then the lady reached her head around a corner and said, "What do you want?"
Yeah, that's pretty much, that was our experience too. Horrible. So yeah, this was next year's anniversary dinner will not be Popeye's chicken. It just won't be. Been our anniversary dinner now for 11 years. Next year, not going to be that. And the chicken wasn't all that good either, I didn't think. Didn't hear the bell.
KFC, they don't have enough meat in there. They're mostly bread on the chicken fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, they do tend to overbread it just a little bit. That's for sure. So hope everybody had a decent Sunday.
Yep.
Pretty laid back around here. Didn't get up to almost 1. Of course, she didn't get off work till almost 6:30. So that just threw the whole day out of whack.
Feel good.
I didn't get up till 4:30.
That's about the time I was laying back down, actually.
I got up about 2 o'clock.
Josh, I bet your aunt's tired when you leave.
Yes, Pierre.
She's probably tired and happy.
Very long week for both of us.
I'll bet it is.
I'll be going back every weekend in May, so.
Huh.
The crappy internet only have to deal with 5 days a week.
I don't understand. You had
Playing
decent internet
Fortnite.
there, and then they changed it. Something changed anyway.
Josh, the game volume on that Fortnite needs to be a little bit louder, and your microphone needs to be a little bit louder.
Yeah, I went in
He froze.
the OBS and I turned it up a little bit.
Yeah, who set your OBS up for you?
It was already set up on his computer.
Who set it up for you originally? Because the OBS doesn't come pre-installed on a computer.
I don't know who set it up.
Whoever set it up, they set it up wrong. That's why your volume's so messed up. You don't need an input. You don't need an output. The game will automatically pick it up. OBS will automatically pick it up, and you control it from within there. I don't have any of that nonsense. So whoever set it up, Brian Lightfoot stuff plays just fine. I can control the volume of that on Brian Lightfoot's intro. And I have desktop audio and the microphone. That's it. You don't need input and you don't need output. A lot of people use it.
Yeah, I don't know who set mine up.
Boy, I'd be wondering about that. Say some ghost come in one night and set up your OBS for you. The ghost of OBS passed. But you were extremely low. And then you went to the input and adjusted it. It helped a little bit. Hey, Tim. Didn't hear you sneak in.
Hey,
Guess
happy birthday to Mrs. K.
Yep. Did all
Sound
right.
like you had a bad day with that.
No, she slept all day, and then she's been watching her TV all day. She called in both jobs. Probably shouldn't say that over the internet.
I thought you said something about the restaurant.
We went to Popeye. Well, I went to Popeyes to get the dinner to bring it home, and it just was ridiculous. The price is ridiculous. Just
Popeyes?
Popeyes, yes. Just horrible. And
What'd you end up paying?
$39 and some change.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, for an 8-piece.
I could have bought a steak for that much.
Well, that's exactly. We could have went to Texas Roadhouse or a buffet.
All you could eat, yeah.
Cheaper
for
or whatever.
$19.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Ram that I was waiting on yesterday didn't show up until about a minute before your stream started.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a little peed out. I stayed home all day long yesterday. Oh, well. At least it showed up.
Well, that's true.
Now
Jim says, let me take a shot of this and get prepared for this show.
Yeah, at least the client will be happy. They'll get their computer tomorrow morning.
There are not enough shots, trust me.
Oh, I understand. I do understand. I will be right back. Let's see what this does here. Is this still set up? Oh, it is.
I was beginning to wonder if Kerry was ever going to end.
Did he end yet?
Well, yeah, he ended about 7-8 minutes before Ken was ready to start.
Oh. I got bored with it. I logged off of that. The gourmet hot dog bill.
Dropped it again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's going live and he's uninstalling them.
I want people to recognize you. Have a seat in the chair. They're all across.
How far is he going to milk that computer?
What?
Change here.
He's pretty much done with it at this point.
Are you think all of this is going
You just talking about finding the vertical mount riser for the video for a video card.
Okay, everybody.
I think he did it just for content.
Just like we practice,
He did.
everybody.
He said that. He only did the hot dog deal for the content. He did it because he wanted to show people this is what happens.
Let me get
Buy
my
stuff
bang
on
straight.
Express because you're a cheap ass.
My bang straight.
All right.
Or you buy crap.
Oh, well, same difference.
Yeah.
My bang's lost.
All right, just like we practiced
I like
it.
the case.
What?
I don't like that fan though.
Okay, let them talk.
The case, honestly, I like the case.
Testing 1, testing 2, testing 3.
That's no.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right, everybody, just like we practice it. Ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a happy birthday. You guys suck, you know? We did better when we rehearsed it.
Come on, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
You rock,
Good job,
Josh.
Josh.
You rock.
Good job.
Oh wow.
Thank you, Josh.
Mike.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, William. And Jim.
William and Greg and Tim and
Darren,
Jim.
Chris,
And many more.
and everybody on the homies.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nothing broke.
Tony Wallow, happy birthday.
Tony
to
Wallow
me.
just sent her a message.
Yeah, thank you very much. Also,
I'll see you guys in about an hour. She's going to run the show.
oh, stop! No. Hey, hey! I'm trying to rest here
Pay
because
no attention to the
Come here,
man
come here.
behind the curtain.
no, I did not work today because I went to rest. And now you're putting me here. Oh no, my legs are hurting me, and I am very, very freaking tired. I'm so sorry, guys, but I am so happy about that.
Let a
Thank
professional
you
get
very
in here.
much. Thank you.
You make
Everybody.
coffee, cake, and ice cream?
Oh, sure, I'll give you one.
No, sure. All right. Well, that went about as well as I expected it to.
Well, if you set your expectations low, you'll never be disappointed.
That's right. Let me switch this back over to where it's at the right spot. Well, that should be fixed right there. Yep, I can hear it in the headphones. Verify it's going out over the internet. Looks like my voice is.
Really?
And it looks like desktop is going out. So, looks like we're discussing travel plans over in chat. What it looks like anyway. I'm going to go catch up. Tony Wallow was first at 8:03. He said, happy birthday with birthday cake to Mrs. K. William Dawson was second. Yes, she had a decent day. She didn't do anything. She's been lounging around. Greg was third. Thank you for the wishes. Bobby Warren says, hey, everyone. He put a link into a clip from Young Sheldon. Not the whole episode, by the way. Chris said hi. Happy birthday to Mrs. K. Bobby still has internet issues. I think someone's trying to tell Bobby something. He's not supposed to
I've
have...
never seen one person have that much trouble.
Me neither. I mean, I thought I had problems back in the day, but man, I'm going to skip through all that.
Maybe he's a tinkerer.
I'll say this. Maybe I shouldn't say it while they listen, but I think he just wants attention.
Roy asked him if he tried to power down the modem. Does he have a combination gateway router modem box, or does he have a modem and a router? That'd be kind of my first question. Did you pull the power from the wall? Did it for the modem? So I'm guessing if he did it for the modem, he might have a separate router. And he says the modem is there and the router. It's not. Oh, okay. So he answered that question. I guess I should read chat first. So it's
Pull the power from the wall. Does that mean pull the plug in out of the wall?
I would assume that's what that
I
means.
think that's what he meant. Unplug it from the wall.
No, pull the whole plug in.
Well, yeah.
I'm talking about just rip it out of the wall, get shot.
Ain't gonna get shot pulling it out of the wall.
So you said something about Kerry. Did he finally stop?
Yeah, he did.
Is he going to
Finally.
block this one like he did the one yesterday?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm only guessing here, but I think the reason he pulled that video down is that it wouldn't prove his point.
Oh, okay.
Because the thing stayed running for the entire stream.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I watched
sure
it
did.
and he cut it off.
What about today? Did junk out today or
It,
crap
it,
out?
it acted up at the beginning. Yeah.
Okay.
It acted up.
Well, it acted up a couple of times. I got tired of watching it.
I got
Then
the
he put a different
notification.
motherboard in it.
Basically, a whole new computer except the cooler and power supply.
Cooler, power supply, and case. That's all he kept. Everything else, that's a new computer in my book. That's not fixing anything. That's just building another one.
Yeah. So what did he do? Replace the memory?
He replaced pretty much. He replaced the motherboard, CPU, the RAM, the SSD. The only things
that's
he kept
everything?
was the
I
power
didn't-
supply, the CPU cooler, and the case.
Oh,
I'll
that's
shut
right.
my camera off for a moment and enjoy this little piece of birthday cake I have. It's been placed in
I
front
don't
of
even
me.
know why he bought that.
He bought it for a point, Chris.
Yep.
He was trying to prove a point.
Right.
It was for content also.
And
I
I tend to agree with his point. You have to be very careful if you buy anything off of AliExpress. You have to understand what you're getting into.
Well, it's from China. That's a big problem too. Well, of course, everything's from China. Don't get me wrong.
He had the donation to the channel, and I guess he's gonna buy a computer that looked like a cube.
Yeah.
It looks like
I
a
remember.
what?
It looks
Yeah,
like a
it's a-
Rubik's Cube.
Oh,
Okay,
that'll be cool.
they don't know where they keep talking about everywhere they gonna move. How about
It reminded me of
how about put up a map, blindfold yourself, and take a tack and just stick it wherever you stick the tack. That's where you move. What was that called? There was a game that was called a game back in the day. I forgot what it's called.
It
Oh,
reminded
I
me
remember
of,
that.
Been to town a donkey.
Well, yeah, but there's also a game for the map too.
That
Just blindfold yourself.
computer reminded me of 3D Flower Walk. That used to be a screensaver.
Thanks, William. I'll show her that in a little bit.
Did you figure out the Cody problem, Ken?
No, because the other day when we went to mess with it, it worked just fine. About like what Carrie's thing did yesterday.
Something I noticed about that, it doesn't update by itself, so you have to go out and look for updates. I could probably get with you on a private Zoom sometime and show you how to go through those hoops and jumps and whistles and whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we messed around with it the other day and did not have one issue at all. Kind of made me mad.
I'm kind of pissed off a little bit. I like to watch my TV shows on it, and I go to look at NCIS, and it keeps replaying, and it says it's a new episode that came out that day. It's replaying stuff from a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, something's broken. I don't think it's on my end. I think it's on their end, so I don't know. But the movies work great. I got Avatar up and running today, the new one, which I didn't finish. That's 3 hours long. I'll finish that tonight after this.
Yeah, it's extremely long.
Is that also James Cameron doing that one?
I don't know.
Avatar, I believe that it is, yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's another one I don't think he knows how to make anything less than a 2-hour movie.
And Guardians
like,
of the Galaxy 3 comes out Friday.
Yeah, he's like Jesus. Now I'm drawing a blank. The director, oh yeah, Peter Jackson with Lord of the Rings. He doesn't know how to make a movie that's less than 2.5 hours.
What was the last one? The Avengers or whatever? It had all the characters, Superman, Spider-Man, all those guys.
Well, there was two. There was the Infinity War and Endgame, which were back
in the game. Yeah, that was 3 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep during that one. I'm like, oh crap! Glad I didn't go to the theater for that.
There are not very many movies I've gone to see in a theater. I think the last one I saw in theater was, I want to say, Star Trek Beyond.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That's the last one I think I actually went into a movie theater and saw.
last time I went to a movie theater, I was on a date, was the James Bond movie with the helicopter.
Let me break in real quick. The stream is not ending. The macro setup wrong. Repeat. The stream is not ending. I will keep it going.
But yeah, we went to that movie. It was cold that night. I won't forget it. Middle of November here, and the first time I ever seen it below freezing in Fresno.
I don't know if Tony's upset that we're not in the stream or if he's upset that we are keeping going. Well, I can end the stream. I mean,
But that was pretty cool seeing that movie, and I had pictures of that Red Bull helicopter doing loop-a-loops, which is almost impossible if you do the mathematics on mechanical stuff. I haven't watched the movie since then until Top Gun in the theater.
The last movie I saw in the theater was on June 7th, and it was Indiana Jones and the Crystal Monkey Skull, whatever.
Crystal Skull.
That one, yes, thank you.
Oh yeah, a lot of that was filmed here in Fresno at Chandler Airport.
A long time ago.
That was a long time. Oh, that was back, what, 2009?
I don't remember the year. It was a while back.
Yeah, I remember that. They shut that airport down. You couldn't get in or out of that place.
Let me restart this, but I got to make one quick adjustment before I do, because I don't want the Bento intro to play. So I got to jump back over to here, and I got to jump down to there.
That's all, folks.
And then hit that. All right. I tried to change the macro in the middle of the thing, and it obviously didn't work, so hopefully it does this time. I know, Tony's upset. Be right back.
Yeah. Got something I'll discuss off the stream. Just
I got something to ask too out off the stream too.
I'm sorry?
I got something to add off the stream too. Is
what's going on with the stream? Looks like it's back to Zoom. Are we good?
No, I'm just saying I have something I want to discuss with the group.
Oh, off the stream.
Off stream, yes.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I like that moon behind you.
That's not a moon. That's a duplicate of this T-shirt that I made.
Oh,
if you'll notice, T-shirt. The only thing that the thing behind it doesn't have is it doesn't have the words House of the Dragon on there because I couldn't mask it out properly. And
that's still cool.
We played around in Greg's favorite program today, and we made several duplicates of that thing there, and then we manipulated them, and then we duplicated a duplicate, and then we duplicated a duplicate of a duplicate. And you want to talk about being confused and not know what you're doing? That was me, but it was fun.
Well, you got that black background like I have, and I got the solar eclipse behind me, so I assumed it was the moon with a different image on top of it.
Green screen.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
Hi, Jeff.
Day late and a dollar short as usual. But
I came up with this crazy idea the other night that whatever T-shirt I wear, I'm going to try to make it my background as well. That one, we actually took the time to put it on a hanger, spread it out over the green sheet, make it all nice and no wrinkles or whatever. But I just couldn't ellipse it out the way I wanted to. So
I've done that before with our EAA, Experimental Airplane Association Club. I was the only one that was able to see the T-shirts before the club members could see them for our end of summer fly-in. So I had to spread it out, get all really nice on the, I would do it on my bed. And I made sure I had a black background because I didn't want that showing in the image, and take a picture of it. And then I had to figure out how to get it to our website and our Facebook page right as the flying started. That was a nightmare. but it worked. I don't know what they're doing now.
Did you guys see Doug's little thing for tomorrow yet?
No, I didn't.
No.
Well, I saw he got something up coming up, but I didn't pay attention to what it was.
Yeah, you know how you can click on it and go in there and you're sitting there waiting for it to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost a day later. I mean, a day earlier.
Well, he posts, yeah, he usually posts about a day before, but this one's different. This one you don't, well, you just have to click on it and see, I guess. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I have to go look at it, but I didn't get a notification.
I'm looking at it.
I think he's
device is not available.
Now you got me curious. Now I gotta go look.
It's not on my list.
I've never had anything like that available exactly.
It's not. It's not on my YouTube homepage for some reason.
Well, surely he didn't change it.
No, I'm sure he didn't change it.
I don't see it. I didn't get it.
Windows Daily 206.
Yep.
I had to click notification on myself, but I did that earlier today sometime.
Well, I'm just wondering.
I don't see it.
Hang on,
That's
I'll help
odd.
everybody.
Under live.
I will help everybody out. Just give me.
That's what I'm looking at. But I'm looking at my notifications. I haven't actually gone to his channel.
Well, I went to his channel.
Well, I'm fixing to do that. You okay over there?
He'll live.
All right, this is what you get when you go to his. Oh, I got to share my screen on Zoom. Hold on. This is what you get when you click on his share sound.
Okay, 206.
All right, here we go.
What the hell is that?
I thought that was an advertisement at first.
All right, so this is when you go.
What the?
All right, so.
What the heck?
If you go here, it says Windows 206.
Device is not available.
And you click on it.
Good morning. It's Monday, May 1st, 2023, 9 a.m. This is Windows Daily number 206.
No.
Here's your host, Doug Betts.
God, geez, can't you read the time? Oh man, I hope that didn't go out over the air. I can't get good help these days.
Right when I find it, you showed it on YouTube.
My hat is off to him.
How the hell did he do that? That's cool.
Well, you remember he had one a while back where he was sitting there and another version of Doug walked in.
Right.
Well, he had 6 of them one time up at the cabin.
No, but this one, I mean, it was actually 2 different guys actually moving around. Looked like they were in the room together.
Yeah, one walked in with the root beer. He set the root beer down, then he picked the root beer up, and the other one walked out. Pretty cool.
I think his daughter helped him out on that because I believe she handed him the root beer.
Well, it looked like him.
But somehow
it was Doug. Yeah, I mean.
Somehow he masked it in DaVinci or whatever to make it look like him, which is kind of cool because somebody had to actually hand that to him. He couldn't have done that by himself. So that was really cool. I liked it.
Unless there really are several Dougs.
Would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Wintermute dropped the link in chat for Hey Jen.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Hey, Josh.
Does it look like Firefox? What about Opera?
Create
AI. Okay, that's another.
Okay.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool. I don't think I waste my time on it, but it's pretty cool though.
And no, I've never had a device like that available exactly.
I don't want any.
I wonder if Doug was using the we could design a web avatar that human the sites where they had the animatronic person that looks real.
Oh, I'm sure there are all kinds of sites out there that can do avatars that make it look almost pretty close to what you actually look like.
I don't know. This AI technology kind of scares me a little bit.
Not going away.
No, it's not.
Till something new comes out.
Yeah. I don't know what could be new. Faster AI.
Probably on his way as soon as they get everybody on super high speed internet.
Something Kerry said today he was doing a tune or something. Now that would be scary to see the $6 million man going down the street. Remember those shows?
Oh yeah, Lee
Oh,
Majors.
I do. I remember.
Oh, that used to be my favorite show as a kid.
Somebody was talking the other day about now all of these I don't know, guys getting fired from various news services. They just ought to replace it with AI and have an automated talking head. And of course, somebody had to bring up Max Headroom.
That's a good one
too.
You know, yeah. Did you guys see I, Robot, the
Yeah.
movie
with Will Smith?
Yeah,
I watched it.
The old Heinlein story.
Some of this stuff is kind of scary, and then again, some of this stuff is kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't remember how the movie ended exactly. In the original story, the detective who was trying to find out which robot was killing people or whatever, in the end found out that he himself was a robot.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
don't
think
know
he
how
knew
the
it
movie
all
ended.
along though in the movie.
Oh, he did?
I think so.
Yeah, in the book, it wasn't clear until the very end.
Yeah.
And that ties into all of Heinlein's other stories about the future. A lot of his other stories were connected in some way. Haven't read any of that in a long time. He was a good writer, though. At least I liked him. Oh, I say Heinlein. That was Asimov. I'm sorry.
Alex,
Yeah,
you
that
look
was Asimov.
perplexed. You all right?
He's just confused because
Yeah.
we're not talking
I'm
about
all
internet
right.
speed.
I've got things going in the background. I'm working on stuff for church next week.
You just look perplexed.
No, he's confused. We're not talking about internet speed.
Not allowed tonight.
Yes, agreed.
I did notice the last 2 days Kerry got thermal paste all over his fingers. I don't know if he caught that or not. He did the same thing today, I
I
think.
didn't watch Friday's, and yesterday's was deleted. I know he did one today. I got a notification of it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's
Do a
just
whole
it
lot
was just
today,
him
actually.
gutting that thing and making a new machine. Basically, that's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gutted
Oh,
it
he
out.
replaced all the guts of it today?
Yep.
He gutted it out and put a brand new machine in there really quick. I was amazed.
Did
No,
any,
he had it built already. The machine was already the motherboard was all set. You didn't have to
yeah,
do
did
it.
anybody find out if he just trashed yesterday's video or what?
Yeah, he
Oh,
removed
it's
it.
it's gone. It's deleted. You can't
Yeah.
even see it.
Yeah, he removed it.
Something else I noticed about yesterday, he was getting a lot of trolls too. And kind of
Well,
pissed him
he's
off
kind
a
of a
little
magnet
bit.
for that.
Yeah, well, I'm a magnet for being hacked.
Yes, you are. I've never seen anybody have so much trouble.
I've been in 20 different magazines worldwide for photography work, and I don't advertise it. So where does this come from? I don't know.
Chat out a minute and see how that works over there tonight.
things have calmed down a lot since that Facebook stuff, but I'm still getting all this spam I don't want. Never had that before.
Have you researched your name on internet yet?
Oh yeah, I know all the tools and hoops and what to go through. A couple of services have been hacked and that are out there on the black web, but it's kind of interesting. That's some stuff I've never used, but it's out there, and my phone number's out there. But I'm not getting a bunch of stupid phone calls neither, so I don't know. Just don't get popular, I guess.
Oh, if you don't think you're popular, I'm even less popular. Nobody knows who the hell I am.
I just don't get it. And I give all these other photographers, wow, check this guy out. He's one of the best. Maybe some of these people think the other way around. I don't know, but
Yeah, speaking of he was being trolled yesterday, we've been really lucky for about the last month and a half, 2 months. We haven't had anybody other than that one kid that I believe was out of the UK that was just begging to get on Zoom.
That seems to have disappeared if I'm correct.
It has, and I blocked him. I mean, my son just sent me another streaming website.
That's something I noticed on Carrie's yesterday. And that was really amazing. All his moderators he's got, they were blocking those messages within seconds. I was like, damn, that was quick. I didn't even get to read what kind of crap they were talking trash on. And then Carrie's like, huh? He didn't really say, huh? But he went back, was like, hey guys, can you at least report them as an abuser or something? And maybe YouTube AI will take down their sites.
Well, he took a couple of them out himself, by the way.
Yeah, he did. But there was a few that he didn't catch, and he went back. I don't know if you saw that or not. But he went back and bye-bye.
I think Chris has an issue right now with his mom's Facebook account where he's reported a very well-known fake account, and according to them, they say it's a good account. So, what do you do? Do you trust the AI or do you throw your arms up in the air? And not a whole lot you can do, actually.
I guess Facebook uses that stupid AI stuff.
Yeah, well, they do too. It's a double-edged sword.
Wouldn't you think YouTube's any different?
Yeah, really.
It's if you get enough viewers on the site, they make money.
And that's all they care about.
That's all they care. That's right. The bottom line is.
I got an email from Facebook on that class action lawsuit. Oh, you're going to receive this and this amount of money and da da da. No, I looked at it. I'd never noticed their address before.
Is that real?
Their address, yeah, it is real. Their address is one hacker way. Go figure.
No, that's Zuckerberg doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You probably get a check for about $1.16 when it's all said and done.
Yeah, I'll probably get one for a nickel.
Yeah, I mean, I deleted it. Didn't even read it.
Let's see here.
I did read it. I was like, well, how much do you get? I'm like, I don't care. I'm just shocked that it was sent out after a class action lawsuit. Not from them, but whoever was suing Facebook, Facebook sent it out, not the other person.
Right.
I was like, huh? Something's not right here. Nah. I'm deleting this crap. I don't care.
All right, let's see here. Oh, dear God.
Anybody
And
seen
like I
Brian
was,
Lightfoot in chat yet tonight? I want to give my
Nah, not yet.
apologies to the game. Sacramento got beat by 20.
oh no,
Yeah, I figured they would. That's why I said last night. I don't know who I'd want to face, Golden State or Sacramento. So that got solved pretty easily.
we had a lot of good football players drafted from Fresno State to several different NFL teams. I was shocked to see that. I've never seen that before from here.
I can tell you exactly on one hand,
But I don't.
one finger, how much of the NFL draft I didn't watch.
I didn't watch it neither, but it was all over.
Oh yeah, it was everywhere. I mean,
It was all over media, so you couldn't help but not to see it.
I felt sorry for the one kid that was projected to go number 1. He didn't even go in the first round. He went in the
Yeah,
mid.
that's kind of unusual. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
mid
that.
second round.
Really?
Yeah. And then the Colts idiotic owner come out and said, "Oh, if he was there, we'd have taken him." I hate to tell you this, he was there, and you picked another quarterback. So, and then he came out today and said that the kid that they recruited out of Florida, it's either Florida or Florida State, he will start this year. Well, no rookie quarterback has ever started the first year that I can recall. I mean, even Peyton Manning and what's his name, Brady, they didn't even start their rookie years. So we'll see.
That movie keeps popping up. 80s for Brady. I keep ignoring it now. I'm like,
I
might
hadn't
want to
heard
check this out and see if
anything
it's
about
any
that
good
in a
or
long
not.
while.
Huh?
I hadn't heard anything about that in a long while.
It's a new movie. It's these old women. 80s for Brady. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what the plot's about or nothing. But I keep seeing it. It's like, oh, come on. I don't want to see football games as a movie. That's boring to me.
Oh, have you ever seen The Replacements?
Yes, I have. That was really good.
That was funny.
Yep.
That was
Gene
funny
Hackman.
and good.
Gene Hackman, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, that was funny.
That was really good. Now that kind of stuff I will watch, but I don't know what this other stuff is.
What about Any Given Sunday with Al Pacino?
That's good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, I thought of another one. Necessary Roughness.
I have not seen that.
Scott
I've not heard of
Bakula and Sinbad.
Mm.
Oh, really? Let me write that
Football
down.
things.
Necessary
Running-
Roughness.
Necessary
High
roughness.
school football Friday Night Lights.
Billy
That's
Bob
another
Thornton.
good one. Yeah.
And then they spun it off into a TV series on NBC.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I thought the movie was pretty good. I believe the movie is based off a true story or actual factual things that happened out in Odessa in the Midland area.
Oh, there was another one. It took me a while to come around to watch it. It was about a track team here in California, Tulare. Matter of fact, it's underwater right now. Kevin Costner, I think, was in it. Oh, hell, what was the name of it?
Yeah, I vaguely remember seeing something about that.
They're like, oh, this team's not going nowhere. They're all Mexicans, and they turned out to beat everybody and won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
There was another one that was sort of loosely based on a true story with Gene Hackman in it called Hoosiers.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was loosely based on a team back in the day.
Yep.
Here in Indiana.
Called Hoosier Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Robert Michael says afternoon or evening, one of the three. Bobby says, Ken, do you know the CW have UV golf? Not sure what you're trying to ask me there. Manning started his rookie year. Really?
Yep.
Wintermute's researching that for me. Cool. Did he start game 1 or did he come in later in the same guy that played in Mississippi Burning?
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman, yeah. The golf
wow.
game.
And
Do
a
you
very
know
young.
the CW? No, I don't. If it's an online golf game, I don't. I don't play that. I play the actual put the ball down, smack it, go find it, smack it, go find it. Say a few swear
UB
words, smack
Golf
it, go
is
find
a
it. Do what, Chris?
UB Golf is a store in Las Vegas, Nevada that sells something to do with golfing.
Oh, okay.
Now say that again, Chris.
According to Google, I typed in UB Golf.
Not familiar with that. But
Well, I have
Not that I.
been much.
I have
Yeah,
a
sorry,
doctor's
not-
appointment in the morning, and I'm gonna try to get released to do minimal physical activity. Oh, you know, mow the lawn, take out the trash, get around the golf in. Just the minimal physical activity.
How's the eyes doing?
Good, doing real good. I've got
Nice.
chat popped out, and I'm 4 feet away, and I'm reading it just fine. Bobby says it's a show. I don't watch shows about golf. I follow the Masters when it's on. I follow the British Open when it's on. That's about it.
I sleep when golf's on.
Yeah, can be pretty
Well,
boring.
it'll put you to sleep too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I've never understood. The announcers are up in a booth, up in the air, far, far away. And here we go. He's on the first tee, and looks like he's got about 604 yards to go. What do you think he's using? Why are they whispering? They're not going to hear him.
It looks like there might be a 3-iron here.
Well, let's go down to our reporter on the field. Jim, you've got a pretty good look at that lie. How does that look down there to you?
Well, it's looking a little rough there. Look like he might wind up in a sand trap.
You guys are too funny.
By the way, speaking of watching golf on TV, which I don't do either, what was that? You've seen the movie Tin Cup, Ken?
Oh yes, oh yes.
That's funny.
I haven't seen that.
Tin Cup, you haven't seen that?
No.
So
Kevin Costner, Don Johnson, and Rene Russo.
And
yeah,
Susan Brandon.
Yeah, and Cheech Chong,
Really?
Cheech from Cheech and Chong.
Oh no shit.
The funniest part, one of the funniest parts in that movie to me, is toward the end where he plops it in the water and he goes, just holds that hand out, give me a ball, puts it in the water, plops the hand out, give me a ball.
Yeah, toward the end, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is so funny. I can relate to that. Just boom, no words.
Wow.
That and in the beginning of the movie where they bet who can hit the ball the farthest, and he smacks it down the road and it just keeps going for miles and miles and miles. That's pretty good too. But yeah, I do want to get released. The eyes are fine. Still putting the medicine in them. Bright lights no longer bother me. I can read everything. Like I can read the doggone macro plug-in, which is about this big. I can read it with no issue, so that's good.
Excuse me.
And in all seriousness, I do want to just be able to cut the grass. I could care less if I play golf until next week or not. I'll play when I play.
So you haven't had to wear any eyeglasses.
No, I've not wore eyeglasses now since I got the right eye fixed, because when I wore my glasses to see out of my left eye, it messed up my right eye. And when I went back for my 1-week appointment, they said, if you're comfortable not wearing them, don't wear them. So I haven't worn them since then. The only thing I'm going to have to figure out what to do is when I'm on this stupid thing, the text on it is really super, super little.
I cannot look at, I could go without glasses, but I cannot read my smartwatch or my cell phone.
Okay, let me ask you. On your driver's license, does it say that you are required to wear glasses?
It does, and I have 2 different cards that I carry that I know that says I have perfect vision now or whatever it is.
Okay.
Yep, it says eyeglasses are required.
Yeah, they'll update that the next time you renew your license.
Oh yeah.
They'll say, hey, this guy doesn't need glasses.
Yep. I forget what the cards actually do say on them.
I know with mine, which I haven't updated my stuff, but this is my second pair ever.
Probably just says due to
So
correct surgery.
DMV doesn't know that I need glasses yet. So whatever.
It's just a patient lens implant card. Tells what the implant is, what it corrects my vision to, the date that they put them in. I know when I had my 1 week last time, my vision in my right eye was 2015, and the doc said there will be no correction needed on that eye. So I'm really hoping tomorrow's 2020 on the left. And then again, I may need it for intermediate for the phone, but not a big deal.
I'm kind of curious. Was that LASIK surgery, or what kind of surgery was that done?
Cataract.
Oh, you had the cataracts removed.
Yep.
Okay.
Gave him new lenses.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. Now my stepmother did that kind of stuff, but she had LASIK done. It made her eyes worse.
LASIK is LASIK is normally changing the shape of the lens.
Yeah.
Correct for astigmatism or something like that.
Yeah, my mom said when she got her one cataract removed, it did not help her vision. And having gone through that, I can understand that if you have one bad eye and one good eye, it can appear like nothing was fixed unless you close your bad eye and then you can see quite well. And that was her whole logic for not getting the other eye done. So,
well, that's the problem I got. My right eye is different than my left eye. Now I could see perfectly fine to fly or drive or whatever without glasses. But when it comes down to reading a cell phone, I can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can read blueprints at work without glasses, but it's a lot clearer with them.
Yeah.
But with her, and when right after Dad passed away, me and my oldest brother rode with her to the funeral home. I'm like, this damn lady's gonna kill us. Well, I'm never riding in the car with her again. She had that LASIK surgery done with her. I'm like, oh, I never want that done to my eyes ever.
the H Network says I'm pretty darn late, aren't I? Nah, not really.
It scared the crap out of me. I'm honest about it.
Or
So I have questions. I'm like, what did you get done? Or what did you get done? With her, they screwed their eyeballs up big time. And I can't believe she just went flying like, a week ago and went on a poker run, which is kind of cool. I'm like, did you wear your glasses? I don't know. We didn't get to that point of the conversation, but that's kind of messed up. Somebody messed her eyeballs up, and she hasn't had it corrected. So I don't know what's going on. I don't ask. I don't push the questions on her. But I'll tell you, me and my oldest brother rode in that truck with her. I was like, I will never get in that car ever again. That's scary. Because, the distance of things are different. You see things different.
But what's that old joke? I want to die in my sleep like my grandpa instead of his passenger screaming in terror.
Yeah. Oh, this woman's going to kill us.
I just checked out the app that Greg sent me, or the link for changing the font on your phone. And
oh, really?
It only does. It says it only does that for. Oh, geez. I could have seen that with my old vision.
I'm aware of that,
Thank you,
but
Greg.
that doesn't help.
I'll have to get in there and mess with it. I took it all the way 100% just to see what it would do. And my text messages now I can probably read from here to the street with no problem. It's that big. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going tomorrow and getting this out of the way. And then my next big one will be July 5th for my hearing. Nobody's going to say, what? Guys, you're slipping a little bit.
There you go. Oh, just a non sequitur. I've been looking through power supplies. It amazes me. You cannot buy a white power supply for less than $125.
You say white, you mean brand name?
No,
Brand
color.
name white?
I'm talking about a white computer power supply. You can't buy one for less than
Oh, color white.
$125.
Huh.
What's so special about it? This a paint color?
I understand that, but most of the ones that are in white start at like 650 watts. A lot of them are like 850, 1,000 watt. But do a search on Newegg or Amazon for a white power supply. It's amazing to me that you cannot find one for like under 125.
Because they can.
It's because they can, and I understand that. It's just it amazes me that there's such a premium on a white
So I
power
suppose
supply.
if you have a white case with a glass side, you want to match the case.
Yeah, and that's my point. If you want to do that, yeah, I mean, Jesus, this is ridiculous.
You almost buy a black power supply and paint it white.
Almost saying this with all seriousness, have they come out with a rainbow colored power supply yet?
There are power supplies with RGB in them. There are power supplies with RGB.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really kidding me?
No, I am not kidding you. Tim, I swear to God, that's what like that saying for you is like an automatic reflex.
Why would you buy that? That's stupid.
Did I say it was a smart move? I didn't say it was a smart move to do.
Well,
I'm just telling you that they exist.
They're power supply with LCD screens on the side of
If I want to have a fancy case with a glass side and I want RGB memory and fans and power supply and screen with a little man on the side waving a flag, I guess I can do it.
Yeah, you can probably find it.
I'm surprised they don't have a damn projector inside of the motherboard projecting a screen on side of the side case now, to be honest with you.
Don't give them any ideas. Don't give them any ideas.
Well, isn't there one of Kerry's computers had that little screen on the side that you could program certain things to show up on it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he has an AIO that has that screen that you can do that.
Okay.
That's his streaming computer does that.
Yeah, he's got that, but anyway,
but there are Jay's 2 Cents has done videos showcasing builds with like little 5-inch or 7-inch LCD screens attached to the case. They have all these kind of parameters and whatever.
Yeah, I remember one of those to attach it. He used a 3D printer to make something to fasten it to the case with.
Right, a bracket.
Really?
Yeah, bracket. Yeah.
So Winterman dropped the link in chat that takes you to the Intermax Marble Bronze 758 80 plus bronze. You cannot get it in white without RGB. If you click on white, it automatically reverts back to RGB.
I just don't want no lights.
Thank you,
Well,
Winterman.
there's one for $99.99.
Yeah, from Intermax. I would trust that in a heartbeat. Not.
I've got an Intermax case that I bought when I lived in. Well, it came as a complete set. I bought it in Vegas. I'd never heard of them. It's all right. It's big as a house.
I will tell you this: as far when it comes to cases, don't ever buy a Roseville case. Don't ever do it.
That's Newegg's house brand, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Don't ever do it. There's always something wrong with the case that basically makes you go, "What the hell were these people thinking?"
Me and Kerry talked about it one time over a couple of years ago. I want to machine my own damn case.
I'll tell you what they're thinking. There's one born every minute.
Yes, well, there's that too. Yes, and I was one of them on a few occasions. I will freely admit that.
But he had a blue case somebody designed, and the guy was a race car driver or something. And he went overkill on all the screws, and it was aluminum, and it was a.
Well, didn't he have some machinist make that for him?
I thought he did.
Yeah. And it was right before I had.
Oh yeah. The that blue case. Who the hell made that?
Some
I forget who made that. But yeah, it's in a machined aluminum case.
Yeah. Almost needed a crane to lift the damn thing. I remember.
I don't remember
not as bad
that
as if it
part.
had been steel, but
No, it was made out of aluminum, and I had all these problems with undeletable files. And Doug was new to what he was doing, and Kerry saw that. He's like, "Hey, can I take a crack at it?" So all three of us was connected to my computer, and Doug made a YouTube stream about it. And I talked to Kerry for a good while. I was like, "Who the hell made that case? That's really cool. A machinist made it."
Yeah, I can't remember.
But it
who made
was not a particular guy that's into computing. This guy's into race car manufacturing stuff. So he went overkill on all the screws and stuff. You know, he had like 8 screws on one side, and he could have gotten away with maybe with one or two. I'm like, hey, I would like to do something like that. They gave me an idea back then. I still like to pursue that one day, make my own cases, but not like that.
How about one with a LCD monitor on the side?
Now
Built onto the side of the case.
That would be cool.
There's a link to one on the in chat now.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. What video was that? That was what, 2 or 3 years ago?
Oh, iBuyPower, they used to sell a bunch of computers through Costco at one time. That was, I don't see them there anymore, but that was something that Costco was kind of marketing those as their entry into the gaming computer business.
Anyway, I don't remember who made that case, but that was really cool.
Yeah, I can't remember who did it either.
And I started to reach out to him. I was like, hey, can you tell me this guy to send me the specs or dimensions or blueprints of this thing? Because I would like to modify it and make it better. And then when I got to think about it, I was like, I'm never going to have time for that. But if I want to do a side project, make cases, it'd be easy to do on a CNC machine. Hell, I could spit one out in what, 2 or 3 minutes, or mass production. But that particular blue case was a lot of overkill with all the screws, and he even said
Xenos
that.
case, Xenos G3.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, Xenos
You
case.
found it?
Hold on.
That's it. I remember it. And it's blue.
It's blue, and it looks sort of like part of it looks like it's like looks like an engine because it's got like a piston thing on the top of it.
Yeah, it had the coolers on the top, and there was something wrong with the coolers, I think. Oh, now I remember. I think it had a reverse engineer or something with the
hello,
coolers.
everyone.
I don't remember.
It's the Xenos case. That's what it is.
Xenos. I might have to remember that.
Yeah, hold on.
I just dropped the
I'll
link
bet you
over
I can find
in the YouTube chat. You guys get a chance, check it out later on. Oh, my mouth was watering during that whole thing when he was making that. It's to John Southern Exposure. He made a breakfast boat. Sausage, egg, cheese.
What?
Bacon. Yeah, it's worthwhile. I dropped the link over in chat, Tim.
Okay.
I'll put it in Zoom as well. Trying to
I'm
get him to
outside.
1,000 subs. Why am I trying to share my screen? Chat, because it's in the wrong.
John, welcome back to Southern Exposure.
There we go.
Yeah, here it is. Hold on.
Yep, Yates Network. Stats are whatever they are. That is true. Stats can be manipulated to however or whatever you want them to read.
That hot dog computer was making me hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, should have had some of that good old yellow hot dog relish to go with it, like they used to do back in Virginia.
YouTube chat now has the link for the Xenos build.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Eyes are good, John. Thank you for asking. I go back tomorrow for my 1-week appointment, and I'm going to try to get released to do some yard work.
I think that was the first time I saw Kerry Holzman ever. It's like, wow, a
Yeah, there's
machinist
one
built
with,
this case. This is cool.
yeah, I found one. I expected the same one. Kerry and Mitch.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mitch was involved in it.
Yep. That should be the right video. It's posted in the YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
a little over 4-hour video.
I mean, it's an interesting case. Don't get me wrong, but Jesus.
It was overkill on all the screws and stuff on it, and I probably could have made it better.
His $10,000 build was overkill, way overkill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. No, he did one in Studio B too. This is Studio A. That's the same thing.
Is
Yeah,
this
the
A?
Xenos
The
build,
one
as
I'm
far as I
looking
know,
at
the
looks
Xenos
like
build was always in Studio A. I don't know if it was ever in B.
One I'm looking at looks like a blank wall behind him. Almost looks like B.
You might be seeing
The one that Jim posted is clearly Studio A,
Oh yeah, without question.
and he's got.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's it. No, the one I saw had 3 coolers on top of it.
He did a blue case with 3 of those on there.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a lot bigger.
I think Kerry had modified it because of the cooler the AAO he was using.
Yeah, he sent it back. I remember that. He sent it back, but that was in Studio B, I thought.
I think Studio A.
Be right back.
Yeah, this one's in Studio A.
I've got another one that's in B, I think, where he and Mitch are finishing it up.
Yeah, finishing
Okay.
it up. Yeah, finishing it up, I don't think is ever anything you could say about a Xenos build, quite frankly.
Well, that was in the title at least.
That's
Says, "Yes,
interesting.
it's finally alive."
Yeah, but the machines was in race cars. It was
Well, the
kinda
one I
cool.
just found is from 2 years ago. Is at Studio B.
That's the one I want to see.
Yeah, posted in the
Well,
YouTube
the first
chat,
one's
please.
clearly Studio A. This may have been about the time he was transitioning to Studio B.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And it was right before the pandemic hit.
I only see 2 videos for Xenos.
Chris, can you drop that link either in Zoom or YouTube, please?
Jim just put it in there, I believe.
I put the one for Studio A.
Right.
Hold on.
Here, I got the one for B. I got the one for
Oh, that
B.
one's also in Studio. I found another one, but it's also in Studio A.
Oh.
Wintermute may have gotten it. He just dropped the link. Let me go see what that is.
Yeah, same one. Same one I found. All
Yep,
right.
that's clearly Studio B.
Maybe he took it down.
I'll go back
Yeah,
and watch
okay.
those later.
All right, anyway, him and Doug was connected to my computer. And then he apologized. I had no idea you was a professional photographer. He was giving me a bunch of crap.
Kerry
Why
was
would you
giving
do
someone
that?
No, say it isn't
Why
so.
would you do this? Why would you do that? After he fixed the problem, I'm like,
I would tell you if I had.
and Doug spoke up and said, hey, he is a professional photographer and he does work on computers. It's like, thank you, Doug, for telling me out of this. I don't know who this guy is. But I thought it was an honor to be all 3 of us together during that stream back then. It was
I
kind of
don't
cool.
remember. Did you actually get the file so you could delete it?
Well, the problem I had was it was the software. I eventually figured out what was going on a year later. But what was going on with my software and how my workflow goes, I will go through the photos and edit them and resize them to where I want it and post them all at one time as a batch. And of course, you got to walk away from the from the computer. And that's why Catherine Hausman helped me build a computer just for photo editing. But anyway, long story short, it would fail sometimes. The CPU was overloading and it would just shut down. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? I never had that problem before because it was an update from whatever I was using. So I would start over and delete those files and start a new file. But all this garbage was left behind. And if you click on any of the files, they're empty. I could not delete those files. And me and Doug worked on it for hours one day. Even some people at work knew about it. It's like, hey, let's check this out. Tim and Doug.
Excuse me.
Of course, we wanted to get Doug as our IT guy back in the day at our machine shop. But now one of his friends are our IT guy now. But anyway, could not get rid of those files, even though there was nothing there. No data, no nothing.
That's when I boot into a Linux USB thumb drive and I go, get rid of this crap.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow Carrie figured it out within 30 minutes. I was like, hey, and I commented, I was like, man, I really like that computer somebody machined in that case. But it had 3 of those. It was Studio B. It had 3 of those coolers on the top. And we talked for a long time. Well, we didn't talk for a long time, but we talked about it. I was like, hey, man, that's something I like to do one day.
Right. Whenever you'd say, and the files had a space at the end of the name. If I remember
There was
right.
no nothing that, well, neither one of us could figure it out, not even Carrie, but somehow he figured out how to get rid of them. But Doug was remote connected to my computer, and I think Carrie was remote connected to Doug's computer. It was just a mess. It was an interesting show. It was pretty cool. But I will not forget that machinist making that case. And Carrie complained about it. He had to send it back a couple of times. But I remember, there was too many screws here and there, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I could redesign it if I had the specs on it. But I don't know who that guy is. I never did pursue it. I'm like, the hell with it. I could probably do the same thing. I just need to know where to put the standoffs at, where to machine them at, how to do all the sides, and make it a lot lighter. Not have these stupid things coming out the top. I think it'd be cool, but I never did go after that. Cool looking machine. But it was in Studio B. I really liked it. That is one of my favorite videos I saw from him. Another machinist making a case. That's pretty cool. Stacks. Yeah, this link is Studio A. Yeah, he did it in Studio B, I thought. But then at one time he was talking about Studio 3 or C.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was in Michigan.
Yeah, that kind of died off.
Or was that the one he was going to build back in Michigan?
Yeah, Studio C was supposed to be in Michigan as soon as he can find the place, but he's been having no end of trouble finding the place that he wants.
Yeah, haven't heard any more about that in a while.
No, I don't think you will until he finally has something more concrete.
Yep.
I think he gave up on it.
No, I don't think he's given up on it. I think that he's given up talking about it until he has something more definitive.
Yeah. Or else, like me, I want to buy some land and somewhere near Pilot Mountain in North Carolina. That's never going to happen. Which would be cool. My nearest neighbor's 2 miles away from me, so I can raise all the hell I want.
Might be able
But
to
you
find you
better
some
damn make
swampland in
sure
Florida.
you better damn make sure you stocked up for a year's worth of food supply and a couple of deep freezers, because once it snows, you're stuck. Of course, a lot of us that's from Virginia, we learned how to do that over the years, or live off the land, either or.
Yates Network is in North Carolina. I didn't realize
Nice.
that. I'm just looking through chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too.
Gotta
I
learn
like
to
North
farm.
Carolina. I miss it. I don't miss Virginia and I don't miss Georgia. No offense, Chris.
Chris. What's that, Chris? You just sent me a private message. Put Tim in the waiting room. What?
I didn't say that.
I get to go to the waiting room.
Well, my waiting room's a whole lot better than Doug's waiting room. I'll tell you, Doug's waiting room's pretty boring. And if he's watching this, I'm gonna catch grief about that tomorrow.
Uh-oh. You better get
Mountain
vacated.
State Park.
We'll go check on Mrs. K. Have you ever played Pinehurst? Are you talking about the course? Golf course? The Pinehurst golf course? Oh, that'd be a resounding no. Not far off though. Okay, so I'm not sure what he's referring to. Yates said, "Have I ever played Pinehurst?" The first thing
I
that comes to my mind
recognize
is
that as a
Pinehurst
golf course, but that's all I recognize.
Yeah, that's what comes to my mind. And I've not. I have actually been on Torrey Pines. I haven't played Torrey Pines, but I have been on Torrey Pines. Got pictures of me standing on Torrey Pines on the actual course itself. Both Mrs. K and I. Photo Mix Media. Yes, waiting room for Tim. That's funny.
Bad.
That is funny.
So have you already taken Mrs. K out someplace today, or?
Nah, we said we didn't get up till almost 1 o'clock.
So you gonna postpone till you feel better?
Yeah, pretty much.
Makes sense.
I was happy she called in at both places.
Go to a nice dinner somewhere later.
Yeah, we'll do that next couple weeks or so. Once we're given the okay to go out and do something. Somehow I'll sneak around the golf in before dinner. I'm not sure how that works, but funny how I always play golf and then take her to dinner. Stealth Mode says, "Happy birthday, Mrs. K." Oh yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of beautiful courses in North Carolina. I've got my sights set on playing 2 big courses here in Indiana this year. Of course, par will be 72, and if I shoot under 100, I'm going to be happy. They're huge courses. 2 par 5s on the front, 2 par 5s on the back 9. A couple 3s and 4s here and there, but they're not straight fairways. You've got dog legs, you got trees, you got lakes, you got bunkers, you got all kinds of problems. But I still want to play them just to kind of gauge where I'm at, and that'll be later on in the year. I'm not doing it next week by no means. Even weather permitting, I think if the doc said I could go play, I probably wouldn't. I want to give myself about another week. I'm looking forward to being active again. I'm still losing weight, and I'm hoping that once I get active, Photo Mix Media, if you're still here, pay attention. I'm just messing with him. Roy says he doesn't know how to play golf, but I sure do know how to play hockey. Golf's pretty easy. You put a tee in the ground, you put the white ball on the tee, you get a club, you smack the holy hell out of it. You walk 3 feet because it didn't go nowhere. You say a few bad words, smack it again, you walk another 3 feet, and
that would be me. I'd have about a par 28.
I've done that a couple times. I've actually.
I have
Can
no
I use a
interest.
hockey stick to hit it? Like as in what was the Adam Sandler movie? He was a hockey player.
No, it wasn't Happy Gilmore.
No, what it was Happy Gilmore actually.
Was it?
I believe it was, wasn't it? Where he's a hockey player.
Ken, I'm taking a freaking guess.
I think it was. That's because he gets in a fight with Bob Barker. Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
Don't ask me how I managed to pull that out of thin air. Because I've never seen the movie.
It's all right. I like most of Sadler's movies anyway. I don't think he's made a horribly bad movie. I mean, I'm sure. Well, you know what? I've not seen the one where he played the twins, himself and his twin sister. I don't even know the name of that movie.
Neither do I.
But I have not seen that one.
It's called Twin Sisters.
No, Roy said it's called Grown Ups. Somebody Google it. Stream should be kicking over here pretty soon. I set it to 60 minutes. Or is that 60 hours? I don't know if my vision being as bad as it is.
Really?
No, it's 60 minutes. Tim, that moon behind you seriously almost looks like a helmet. If you were to scrunch up a little bit or bring it down a little bit, I swear it looks like a helmet.
I could change that. I think it's kind of cool.
Oh, I messed around today in DaVinci. I was having so much fun. She goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm learning." I didn't know you could duplicate a duplicate. You could make duplicate of something, and then you can duplicate your duplicate, and it's just wild what it does. A movie I have not seen yet. Not sure what Roy's talking about. I have Tourette's. It never was easy for me. Third gen is. I have Tourette's. I have Tourette's. It was never easy for me, and 13th generation until it's very vague. Those two go hand in hand. I see that. Oh, there we go. It has started, and I will end the stream this time around when it gets to the end. So give some shout outs. Tony Wallow was first, as usual. Great Guy, I believe, was third. It's hard to get back to the beginning of the chat. Wintermute was there. Roy was there. Chris Garrett was there. Jim was there briefly, making his drink. Let's see if Jaden was there. Robert Michael was there. Rick Lakes briefly joined us. His back's bothering him. I hope he gets down to see the doctor soon and gets that taken care of. Not good having back injury or back pain at all. See if I left anybody out. I don't think I did. Yates Network, thank you very much. Didn't see Long Dog tonight. Hope he's all right. Ski Man was there. Thank you, Ski Man. John was there. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone, for all of the birthday wishes for Mrs. K. She did get a big kick out of it, even though she may have pretended like she didn't. Better you sing to her than I sing to her. Photo Mix Media was there briefly. And I think that'll take us to it. Tomorrow night will be 10:30. My time, 9:30 in the middle of the country, 7:30 on the West Coast. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. And as the sign says, that's all, folks.